In today's video, we're gonna hop into some CNG Superdome R3 Speed Bonanza. As far as I'm concerned, you guys all love this game mode, and you know what? So do I. Let's get right into it and get some interesting gameplay going for you guys. Okay, very good opponent to start with. Obviously, this is CNG Superdome. We're gonna find some good opponents. Here's Mobs Blue. I've checked in this guy's very high on the leaderboards. Top 17 global 33 prestige. That is very, very nice. So he skipped Wizard's Keep. We get Pinball Wizard with Tack, Heli, Super, and that is a loadout that is made for me because of the amount of micro that you're gonna see here. That is gonna be a great game that's getting planned here. And let's not wait any longer and just get started, I suppose. We're gonna, of course, go for the Tack Shooter here, the Blade Shooter to be exact. That's the best upgrade for the early game. And we're gonna keep going with that eco that we're gonna need to build up money for later on by sending those grouped reds and then blues and then like so on and so forth, right? So this is R3 Speed Bonanza. That means that all three of our powers and towers are randomized and they are the same on both sides. We also are in speed, which means that the balloons go at 2 times speed and the balloons can be sent 2 rounds earlier than normal, as well as Bonanza, which means that we have double money from every possible source in the game aside from certain eco powers, which here are not at play. He already got up a bunch of extra defense, which I guess is fair enough. I cannot fit a second Tack Shooter here, it appears, unfortunately. I'm just going to get up a second one right here. And that's going to be that. I assume he might be saving that one spot that I'm using here for a Ring of Fire. It's not really that deep though. But yeah, I'm just like trying to get some eco up here. And obviously the plan for later is gonna be to get the support Chinook, because we have 2 times income from every possible source. And it includes heli crates, which makes the buying and reselling of heli abilities actually worth it. So I mean, that's what we're gonna try to go for here. We're gonna stop ecoing and we're gonna get going with the heli micro, I suppose. So yeah, we're gonna do it now. And I assume he might price gouge here. He does. That's fair enough to do. I'm just gonna go ahead and go back to ecoing. And yeah, we're gonna be chilling here until we can get up more helis for more money from the heli micro. So yeah, there we are. We're gonna price gouge him, of course. And we're gonna go back to micro in our heli right here. I'm gonna go for a Ring of Fire and send him some leads. And we're just gonna keep micro and helis, I suppose. This is all we do now. This is our life. We're gonna go for some region whites upgraded, which will turn into region zebras. See what that forces. It appears that it forced an Apache, which is very, very good. We're gonna go for the price gouge here, make sure that he can't get up the heli micro. He does the same. That's completely fine by me. I'm just gonna go back to ecoing then. And he upgrades some balloons, which is just region zebras. I don't think that even goes through in the first place. He's sending rainbows as well. Yeah, I don't think this goes through at all. Cool. Well, I'm just gonna go back to econ of blacks while I micro some helis. And we're of course gonna go for the Apache Dart ship right here. As well as more eco. We're gonna price gouge a final time and he's gonna be doing the same. And we're just gonna full eco with pinks right here while we're waiting for the price gouge to be over. Obviously, it could be worth it to micro the helis during this time period, but just getting up more eco is just more worth it for late game money reasons. And right here, the best approach is to just send some blacks while we micro some helis to kind of alternate between making money for later and making money right now, which will be used for later. Does that make sense? Either way, this is the best way to make money for the late game, and that's all you guys need to know. That's why my micro is a bit slower than his. I could go way faster, of course, and more clean as well, because I'm missing some abilities. But that's just because I'm trying to micro and commentate on the side. Obviously, we do have the Super Monkey, which makes all of the late game very, very easy. And this is probably gonna go pretty late as a result of that. I should have probably saved one price gouge instead of using it on helis. I didn't realize we actually had super, but that's good because he didn't keep his as well. So probably would have thought the same thing had I kept mine and just copy what was done. I'm just gonna prepare my Temple of the Monkey God for whenever I can get it up. And yeah, getting up eco for the late game is very, very worth it. Because of this. But yeah, there we go. We have our what's gonna be a temple already set up, and we're gonna get up now because there are some camos that are gonna annoy me if I don't. And right here we're just gonna eco with pinks for a little bit and then go back for our Chinook, and that's gonna allow us to keep micro and some helis, which will really help. He's just been microing helis at this point. I don't think he has any eco whatsoever, which really adds up over time in comparison to just micro and helis. So probably it would be more worth it for him to just eco alongside me while I do this. But I mean, I'm definitely going to take the free outplays here. Looks like he's finally going for his first temple. And it appears he's going for the same sacrifices as me, probably because he saw what I was doing, so I was slightly more efficient in Tectera, and figured, okay, maybe it's about time that my stuff up. He upgrades Bloons. I guess I'm going to do the same because it's kind of wasted. It's a wasted power at this point in the game. It serves zero purpose. So yeah, I'm just going to go back to like Econ of Blacks and Micron Helis while I try to think of interesting stuff to say, because I really have no idea right now. Actually, I do. So you guys that have been actively following my channel, you of all people would know that I have not been active for a while, and I'm sorry about that. The reason for that is I'm really starting to have a whole lot of a life with things to do and people to care about. And because of that, I've not been doing much in terms of like Bloons grinding, in terms of video recording and things like that. He actually sent me a CMG. Why would you do that? Okay, well, I'm just gonna get up a second temple and leave it at that. Sure, I'll micro one Tectera, why not? There we go. Anyway, let me just go back to what I was trying to say, And yeah, because of that, as a result, I have not been getting much. Oh my god, he's surrendering because I've outplayed him so much money-wise. That's actually sad, bro. Okay. Well, yeah, because of that, I have not been able to upload as much, but I'm gonna be trying to get back into it. Anyways, GG's to you, and I suppose we're gonna move on to the next one. He couldn't handle the money outplay, I suppose, but yeah, GG. Okay, here's player. This is for sure the opposite of Mobs or Blue, because at least that person knew what to do somewhat in the previous game. But this guy's profile, I don't want to be mean to him, but looks very inexperienced. He never got a badge above top 10,000, so he hasn't won a lot of high value games at all. We get a very interesting loadout though, Heli Farm Boomer. That's once again a whole lot of Heli Micro, which I'm sure you guys are going to find pretty interesting. We have the Lightning as well, so we're going to make sure to take advantage of that to get as much money up in the early game as fast as possible. He does go for the Bionic right off the bat. Oh my god, that's a boomerang. I'm so used to farm being in the first slot. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm just going to Lightning this and then start going for my Heli. When this Lightning expires, I'm going to have the money too. So yeah, he uses Empowered Mobs on round 3 when you can totally send mobs. So I mean, I wasn't wrong about what I was saying in the early game. I'm sorry if I sound rude to these people, by the way. I don't mean to. They just have less experienced profiles, and it reflects in their gameplay. I'm pretty sure you guys can see that. Regardless, it's about time to go for our Heli Micro, and now I'm gonna start going at it for real. So yep, Heli Micro time. I'm not going at it full speed, but I'm trying to send it somewhat. So I hope you guys aren't too dissatisfied with this micro. I could go higher. I'm just not doing that right now because I'm commentating first of all, and I'm also sending Bloons on the side. Well, I was, now I'm not, but I'm mostly commentating on the side, right? So yeah, we're gonna go for more facilities here over and over. That's kind of gonna be a cycle. He empowers Moabs again for some reason. That's very interesting, and he sends more yellows. Okay, well, I'm just gonna quickly do this. Place the Helly in a smart spot to not leak that many more lives, and I guess next we just go for the Glaive Ricochet if we never need it, or I guess Glaive Lord, since we have the Boomerang, might as well make use of it since it's very strong early game. Anyways, I'm just going to try to fill the map with factories at this point, like so. Let me go for another one here. My screen's kind of glitching out, but it's all good. I used an Empowered Moabs on accident and he disconnects. Please don't tell me I'm going to have to include that in the video, just a random disconnect. That's gonna be so sad. I guess he got mad that I was outplaying again and he just surrenders. Am I really gonna... Okay. I guess I'm gonna title this video something like, oh my god, I outplay so hard, my opponents just keep surrendering. This is so sad, I get no content. RIP. So yeah, GG's to player. I won't stall this out any longer. Victory screen, and let's just move on to the next one. And here's Pretty Boy, once again looking like he doesn't have the most experience of profiles, but that's okay. Dotling Farm Cobra would be a very interesting strategy, and unfortunately he skips it. I get Super Monkey Lane with both Farm Ice. That's a very boring loadout, no thanks. And we now get Yin Yang with Dotling Farm Sub, which is even more boring. Wow, I probably shouldn't have skipped that. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to go for as many farms as we can, as many subs as we can, and it's going to be semi-cool looking. We're going to have a map of First Strike capabilities and Ray of Dooms, which is going to look pretty cool, I guess. You guys are going to get a pretty good late game, hopefully, if he doesn't choke the early game, which I don't know, he just might because we saw his profile earlier, but it's very easy not to. So I'm counting on him to go late game with me and provide you guys some cool late game content for once in my videos, because I know I don't often get those. Last video I think was about Ninja Sniper Race. So we did get some late game content actually, but yeah, he's just sending pings for no reason. That's never gonna get through. Okay, I'm gonna try sending blacks to that because that might like cause him to panic. Ultimately, it's not supposed to force anything, but he might get some extra defense out of like panic. So you never know. I wonder if he will. He just might when he sees himself chasing and stuff. He's sending me back. That's pretty funny. Okay, he did get up a second air burst out of panic. Knew it. And that's going to be a pretty easy outplay for me right here, right now. So honestly, just great news for me. Of course, we want the most farms possible because Ray of Dooms are expensive, and that's our main late game defense. So yeah, we're going to want to go for this facility here. We're going to want to upgrade it to valuable bananas, and then we're going to want to genetically enhance my crops to make me a whole lot of money like so. And now we can instantly make a second facility, and we can start going for the reactor right up here. There we go. We're gonna send a regen lead if possible, if my screen could work. I'm probably gonna fix this when this game ends, but hopefully it shouldn't get too in the way for now. He's only sending blacks at the moment. And that's probably a lead next. Yep, I'm just gonna go for the reactor, and that's that. I'm also gonna start going for more facilities that I'll then convert into BIAs because I'll need the eco for a bunch of Rayadooms in the late game. He's genetically enhancing crops. He probably wants to send regen rainbows, I assume. We're gonna try, see what that does to him. Might force some stuff, you never know. Okay, it forced a second laser cannon. Does it force more? It forces a third laser cannon. Does it force more? Doesn't appear like it. Okay, I'll probably leave him alone. I think 4 laser cannons defend, surely, right? Yeah, they do. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go for more BIAs at this point and not worry too much about it. And I'm gonna go for a Ray of Doom as well. And I'm gonna start ecoing of pinks too to make sure that I get the most money possible. And this is actually going late game. He didn't show the early game, so you absolutely love to see it. We have big Bloons Moab boost, which I have not noticed, But yeah, that's actually pretty important because both of these are very useful for late game. So late game strategy wise, we don't have the worst loadout in the world. I'm just gonna empty my BIAs here because we're gonna need to do that every once in a while. And I just want to like sync them all up, even if they're not all maxed out. And here he's going for more subs, which I guess is fair, but for now Ray of Dooms are really all you need. Since no rush like from the early game is any worrisome whatsoever. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 BIAs. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's fitting them precisely though. He might be trying to get up a 9th one, which is possible on this map, just difficult, but it's possible. So I don't know, he might be trying for that. The issue is though, I've been ecoing of pings for so long, I'm gonna automize it too, that it's really not worth it for him because he has not been sending pings this whole time. He has not been trying to fit that 9th BIA, which now he just doesn't have the room to anymore. But you know, I mean, he tries for what he wants to try. Right here we're chilling with our 8 BIAs, generating us 1280 copper round, which is a whole lot. And I guess we're gonna empty our BIAs around 21, which is probably when, okay, he's sending me a PFP. That's pretty funny. I'm just gonna go for more Ray of Dooms, and that's gonna defend. Oh, I do have to empty them now. All right, guess I will. I'm just gonna quickly defend this. And there we go. I did leak a few lives, but that's not that important at all. He's reactor spamming. He might want to try the reactor spam into first strike capabilities strategy, which makes for really quick cooldowns. You know what? I'll probably copy him because this map is not bad at all for this strategy. So I'll do it myself, sure. I'll start doing that whole process. I don't mind having my Ray of Dooms targeted here. I'm pretty sure 3 should defend any Bloons. Yeah, I mean, I barely leak a few reds, which my reactor is going to catch. So I can just leave my Ray of Dooms here and not worry too much. It's sending me yellows now. Oh no, that's pinks, my bad. They're getting converted by the reactor into yellows. But yeah, I'm just going to fit as many of those like subs as I can. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do. Okay, that's the most that I can do. So I'm gonna want like 6 in the center and the rest as reactors. And that's a strategy that allows you to get really fast cooldowns on your water towers abilities, which is really helpful. I don't think anything else is worth caring about. Oh, I do have this one extra reactor right here that I wouldn't have upgraded otherwise. Oh, also, no, this one is just... That's just my subs left sides, which I guess I should be upgrading. I'm gonna empty my BIAs too while I'm at it, and I'm gonna keep going for more of these pings to eco with, because we're gonna need all that money for the late game. He sent me a CMG now, which is rather interesting because that ruins his eco, and I'm just gonna first strike it and it's gone. And that ability should be coming back pretty fast. Let's look at the time it takes for 5 to go back up to 6. It's pretty long, but it's back up now. So that's better than having like a ton of abilities that you use once every like 40 seconds, you know, something like that. Well, more like 30, but yeah, same thing. It's just a really long cooldown that's not practical. For the record, no, I cannot fit reactors here. I'm trying, it's not working out. And if I try to fit one here, it's not gonna even target any subs, which is why I don't even bother. Actually, this one might. I'll go for it. But just this one. The rest, like, definitely won't, so I won't even attempt it. But yeah. I did try to fit my subs as precisely as possible, so I doubt I can do better than this. And probably next round, I'm going to sell my BIAs to go for Ray of Dooms. Or at least begin doing that. Actually, I'll probably do subs first, but that's the same thing, basically. And yeah, I'm just gonna go for as many of those as I can. I'm gonna go for subs first, then Ray of Dooms, and we're just gonna fit like 2 4 first strikes, and that's all we're gonna do. We're probably gonna want to start sending around 32 because right now I'm still sending up defense. But yeah, for the record, CMG scaling does not start until round 30. So from round 22 till round 30, they have the same exact HP. So it's not worth sending for that reason. But now it's going to start to scale up. So that's why it's getting important to get up more defense. Alright, I'm just going to start selling all of these to go for more Ray of Dooms. And yeah. I'm gonna just try to fit as many as I can. Obviously, upgrading on the right side on Ray of Dooms does nothing because Ray of Doom has infinite pierce and detects leads by default, so there's no point in getting up the right side. It just saves you a bit of time in my case, or in regular games a few dollars, which you always take. By regular games, I mean non-Bonanza, but yeah. Just gonna go for as many of those dotlings as I can and then start sending. Alright, now I'm just going to upgrade all of these slowly. And I'm going to start sending right here or right now. I want more boost for the time being, I don't think it does anything. But yeah, I do start sending now because it's going to start pushing through. After he used up all his first strikes and big balloon slows, etc. Which I'm trying to force out here. Granted, I only have 200k, which is not a whole lot of money to work with, but you know what, I'll start more boosting, sure, it's probably worth it. Okay, I'm gonna start first striking all of these. Definitely worth. Okay, gonna keep going for it. Oh, he does die. Okay, cool. I didn't even have to use a big balloon slow here. Nice. Love to see it. So GG's the pretty boy, and let's move on to the next game. Okay, here's player 8525170. I just read all of those. He's global 200, prestige 200s as well, which doesn't really say a lot. We got NG Farm Village. That would have been so cool. Why did you skip that? Super Monkey Lane. We get Dotling Village Bomb instead. That's a boring eco loadout, but I guess we're going to have to deal with that. So, I mean, we're probably going to want to, yeah, we're going to want to start with Dotling. Ideally, I would start with a village, but we don't have the room for that here, so it's whatever. I'm just going to upgrade it to a powerful dots and leave it at that. Ideally, to make the game as short as possible, because this will be pretty boring late game gameplay, I'm just going to go for Anti-Star, which is popping the AI balloons as soon as they enter the track. To make the rounds as short as possible, right? So yeah, obviously my Anti-Star is not good right now because I don't have the defense set up for it, but this should at least help a fair amount. He's also targeting his Dotling at the entrance, which helps, so I guess thank you. But yeah, pretty boring loadout that we got here. Am I happy with this? Not really, but we'll deal with it. We're gonna go for the Monkey Fort Village because that's a whole lot of like extra pierce for my dots from my dotling, which really helps with the defense. And I'm gonna go for the jungle drums as well to increase the attack speed. And as you can see, that dotling is like overpowered for a 2-1. It's putting in so much work by itself, which is kind of crazy. Thanks to, of course, the village upgrades. And yeah, here I'm gonna go for Bomb Shooter, because it's the cheapest defend option for yellows, which we're trying to defend here. And I'm going to go for it in this spot because it has some good all-around shooting lines, or like shooting like areas, I suppose, clusters, if you will, of bombs, which is always good to take. Obviously, the reason why we struggled here is because of the, what's it called? Because of the fact that there's no like good bomb spots and there's around 7 AI. So yeah, oh my god, we're actually leaking. Okay, that's annoying. Let me go for another powerful dots. And that does defend for now. Cool, okay. We do have jam packed, I'm not worried about it. We just have lots of glue to compensate for that, and we do have the balloon impact, which I guess he's saving up to rush me right now. If he does, that's a big game-ending mistake. So, I mean, if he does, that would be pretty funny. Oh my god, he does. Okay. I'm just going to lots of glue that and get him an impact, and there we go, that defense. He sent even more now. My goodness. I'm just going to go for these. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go for more. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go for more. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go for more. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go for more. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go for more. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go for more. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go for more. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go for more. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go for more. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go for more. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go for more. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go for more. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go for more. I'm going to go for yellows to pop all that as soon as possible. Going to go He probably lots of blues again. Yep, he does. Gonna go for more pinks to pop all of this. And nice, that should be popped at this point. And here I could theoretically all out if he doesn't think of villaging up an impact, but I won't. I froze both with lots of blues out, which is all I wanted. He's going for more region rainbows, which is surprising, but I mean, he does what he wants. I'm not gonna judge too much. It's a big waste of money though. But yeah, I'm just gonna go for more of these dotlings and show that. I do have a jam pack saved up, which I think he does as well. I don't think he's used one before of the region like rainbows that he sent me. He's going for Moab. It's rather surprising, but okay. I'm just gonna deal with it, I suppose. That was a big waste of eco on his end, but yeah. I'm just gonna go for more eco. I'm gonna go for a BFB as well. I assume he's prepared for it. I'm gonna go for more defense to counteract it. In case he sends me one as well. I'm gonna go for all of these, and yeah. He went for Moab Assassin upgrade. Okay. Wait, is he dead? Wow. Oh, wow. You had a boost. Why did he not use the Moab boost thing, like the big beatdown? Okay then. Well, I guess GG's to you, and let's move on to the next one. Okay, we actually matched the same guy. We're on A game with Ninja Wizard Farm. I don't like that loadout. We're skipping it. At Frozen River. Mortar Farm Ice. That's actually very interesting. I wanna, okay. Okay, we got Shipyard this time with... Oh, that's even better. Okay, that's going to be an interesting last game. This is the last game of today's video. If you guys have enjoyed the content so far and have stayed for this long, please consider subscribing and leaving a like on today's video, because those are just 2 presses of a button. They're nothing more than that, and they help the channel tremendously to get this video to more people and stuff. So please, please consider it. If you would, I would greatly appreciate the support. Yeah, we're just gonna go for the fertile soil here. We're trying to farm as hard as possible so that we can then offensive push him stuff as early as possible, which will hopefully let us take the win. He's going for Cobras already on strong, which is a fair claim to do, because that does give him a fair amount of space balloons popping power. So he's, you know what, I'm gonna copy him, sure. I'm gonna go for a Cobra Armstrong right here. And I'm just going to go for another farm. And of course, I'm using a little trick here that's letting the bananas from fertile soil stack up so that I get an extra rounds value out of it. If you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm just like trying to save up here to offensive push him on round 7. So yeah, that's what I'm saving up for right now. Went for 2 destroyers, okay, that's fair. Do I want to go for the rush? Probably already can. I'm going to try for it. I'm going to go for Infinite Zebras for now. He's probably going to Juggle Lanch. And then I'm going to start going for more. Actually, I'm probably just going to do this and leave it at that. Because yeah, lead detection is pretty difficult to get here for him. And yeah, I'm just gonna go for extra offensive pushes and start rushing him with them. And I'm just gonna get more destroyers right here. He Juggle Lanches, it's probably already too late though. I don't know how he defends this anymore, and we probably do take the win. Nice, very good, very good. I did make the mistake of going for offensive pushes too early, because going for facilities was a better idea. But I guess it's forced defense, so it wasn't too bad. So yeah, GG's to player, and that's gonna be for today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you already know that you can like and subscribe, but if you want to put in a bit more effort, you also have the option to leave a comment in the comment section down below. I have a Discord server as well. If you want to join that, the link for that will be in the description down below. If you want to like talk to me, join my clan, whatever it is. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one, and have a good one already. Bye-bye.